everyone, Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. It's time for Taroscopes again. We're going to be doing the Taroscopes for the sign of Scorpio. I had to see what I was wearing. For the month of November 2024. Of course, November is a Scorpio month. But before we get started with diving into the astrology, which I almost just did, I want to welcome my new subscribers. Welcome to this wonderful community of like-minded souls. The people here are really quite special, searching, seekers, lovers of life, and stargazers. We're all here doing our best to make the world a better place. So welcome to the club. Hold on one moment while the motorcycle goes down my street. Okay. Very Scorpio. And to my tried and true, God, I don't think I would have gotten through these years without you, honestly. An ability to be heard is a gift, and hopefully you got as much as I have out of this relationship, quite frankly. And then one more announcement quickly. I've been on YouTube for a long time, and I've talked about this before on and off, but I haven't been completely committed to the idea. I just wasn't in the place where I felt I could organize it. But I am going to be putting a membership on the channel. Now, you don't have to be a member. This is for people who want to have a little bit more sort of intensive time with the information that I have. It's really sort of designed for my students, my former students who maybe want to, stay connected, but don't want to take the intensity of a class. So I'm going to be setting that up. Hopefully I can get that up and out and organized by January of 2025. That's my target. And because there's a lot of work ahead of us, and I think it's going to be very helpful for people. All right, so while I'm shuffling, I'm going to be using the Modern Spellcasters deck, which, I mean, what else would I use for Scorpio, right? But I'm going to talk a little astrology first. We have a new moon in your sign on the first day of November, 10 degrees of Scorpio, for anybody who's interested in the exact degree. Now, the interesting thing about this new moon, and it would be happening in your first house, so this is, you could sort of reinvent yourself, which, let me tell you, Scorpio, is something you do on a regular basis. If you're a Scorpio, you know what it's like to have to die to the old and be reborn to the new. It's just the Scorpio way. So with this new moon, we have a golden opportunity to really sort of put out into the world a real true version of who you are and sort of what your soul wants to say. We have this new moon in your sign of Scorpio, and the ruling planet as a Scorpio, you may or may not know, you have two. They're called co-rulers, and that's Mars and Pluto, and they're both opposing each other. So during this new moon, we have an opposition between the two planets that actually rule your sign. So you're going to feel a little bit torn because you're right at the sort of edges of realization. Once that becomes exact, which is happening on the 3rd, and then Mars then moves into Leo right after that, you're going to have a point of awareness where you go, okay, I see the big picture. I see the whole enchilada. And then Mars moves into Leo, and you start to move into this sort of action place. Now, for you, Leo is your hold on, let me just see here. I want to be looking at this. You can't see it, but it's just like my own little cheat note here. Here we go. All right, so we have Mars moving from Cancer into your 10th house. And so that's the house of public standing. It's the house of career. Now, Mars does have a retrograde period starting in December, retrograde through January. I believe it goes direct in February, and then perhaps out of its shadow in April, maybe, or something. But there is this energy around the ninth house for you and the 10th house. Those are two most public houses. The ninth house is about truth and justice, and the 10th house is about responsibility and an ability to respond and an ability to lead. Okay, so those are going to be where Mars is, where you're being activated in a way, and it's one of your ruling planets. The other ruling planet for you, uh, Scorpio, is Pluto, and Pluto moves from some Capricorn into Aquarius. Yeah, and Aquarius is your at the bottom of your chart, and it's going to be there for 20 years. That's it. It's in Aquarius now for the next 20 years, and so the very foundations are there's this process of transformation to the very foundations of yourself, and so that is going to be intense, which you're used to intensity. So man, I say it's intense. Other signs are like, oh, it's intense, and Scorpio's like, yeah, well, yeah, right. So there's that. Okay, so what else? The sun moves out of uh oh well, yeah, I'll talk about that. The sun moves out of uh Scorpio on the 21st, moves into Sag, moves into that second house. Second house, house of values, house of money. Your focus is on that. Also self-worth and self-esteem. And so that's a good energy. We have Venus there at the beginning of the month, moving into Capricorn. Pluto moving from your third house, as I said, to your fourth house. The full moon, which is the new moon's on the 15th, the new moon is on the 1st, the full moon is on the 15th. That new moon is conjunct, I mean, full moon is conjunct Uranus. So full moons are points of awareness. When we express an emotion, a feeling, it's in Taurus, it's practical, but there's Uranus there. So it's surprising. So there's some surprises. I think there's going to be some surprises this month that I don't think any of us are expecting. For you, this is going to be your first and your seventh house. So it's you and and the people you relate to. So there may be some sort of a realization, awakening of some sort around a partnership, whether it be a marriage or whether it be a business partnership, or even the seventh house is also the house of open enemies. So, you'd have to stay aware, and you have to stay, you want to keep your spidey senses tingling this month. That's true, really, of this last decade. But all right, we're not going to go there. Definitely this month. The 11th month, November's the 11th month. We're in an 8-year. That means this month is a 19-1. One is about new beginnings. Okay. The 19-1 in the tarot is the sun, illumination, new beginnings after illumination, new beginnings, revelation, new beginnings, karmic debt number. You agreed to this. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Mercury retrograde, the 25th. Did I mention that? Maybe not. Most of the Mercury retrograde, you're going to feel probably in December more because it's just at the last 5 days. But it's right around Thanksgiving, right? So we'll see what happens at Thanksgiving dinner. Maybe some miscommunication about what you believe to be true. Sagittarius, it's going to be interesting Thanksgiving. Okay. I think that's all I want to say this month. Mars opposite Pluto. Venus does make an opposition to Jupiter as well. And that is going to be in your house of values. So there could be it's your house of money and your house of shared resources. Might actually get a little bit of an increase in that, from both ends. From both ends. Okay, well, that's cool. All right, let me get back to the picture here where I can see myself. Okay. All right, let's take a look. This is, what did I say? This Modern Spellcasters deck for you, Scorpio. Let's see what you need to be aware of. Okay. Feels about right. All right. We start with the Magician. As above, so below. This is all about intention. Intention. What do you intend? This is a Mercury card. It's connected to Mercury. It's connected on the tree of life between the Sephiroth of the divine and the Sephiroth of the cosmic mother. And so this is really about focus, intention to create something. Let's see the challenge, disruption. There's definitely a tower moment happening in November. That's something unexpected. That's the challenge, is to keep your focus despite the fact that something unexpected is going to happen. It's about justice. So it stands on justice. It stands on justice. I just want to point out that Joe Biden is a Scorpio, has a lot of Scorpio. And Vladimir Putin has a Scorpio rising. So that's another consideration. In the past, we have strength. So you have proven yourself that you have, wow, the Magician, the Tower, the Ace of Swords, and Strength. Those are the first 5 cards. Did I tell you this was going to be in it? That's 4 cards. Did I tell you this was going to be an intense month? It's an intense month. But like I said, you're a Scorpio. You're like, yep, okay. In the sky, the 6 of Pentacles. So there's an opportunity for help. There's an opportunity for the scales to be balanced. If you are in need, you will get help. If you are, if you have more than you might consider you need, you can reach out and help people. This is in the sky, so it's an opportunity if you want to take hold of it. Immediate future, the world, something is coming to an end and a new beginning. Oh my goodness, look at these cards. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. Wow. Wow. The beginning and the end. How it's seen from the outside. You are the queen of your domain. This is the Queen of Fire. I love this card. The only thing missing from this Queen of Fire is her kitty cat. She's the original, well, she's not unmarried, but she's the original cat lady. Got a little cardinal up there. You see that up in the tree? Cardinals are symbolic of the Kundalini. The Kundalini. She's a beautiful, sensual, loving, strong fire queen. That's Kamala. That's one of her guises. She has a few. 8 of Pentacles in your domestic situation. Work on shoring up your domestic situation. Like maybe you need to put a new roof on your house. Maybe that's what that is. But it really is setting it up so that you're well protected. Put your energy in so that your homestead is taken care of and well protected as best as you can. There are storms coming. You want to make sure you have a nice, warm, dry place to stay with yourself and those you love. Hopes and fears. This is the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you're wondering if you've done enough. Like I feel like this is the prepared knight, and so, or the knight that likes to prepare, and you're maybe wondering, is there enough prep here? Is there enough prep? Oh my God, look at this reading. Holy, it's beautiful. The star as an hope. So even though the challenge is this, the energy of at the end is hope. Following your guiding star. Do not lose your focus, Scorpio, this month. Do not lose your focus. Underneath it, the 2 of Swords. This is about making a decision on how to act. The Lovers, choices and love and give and take. and the Six of Swords, moving out of troubled waters with all the energy and wisdom, and also, you know, a sense of the battles you have fought, but moving to calmer waters. Ooh, wow, this is some reading. All right. Like, so I've been picking a, whoops, let's put that back in the deck. A crystal ally card for almost everybody. There was one sign I missed, but they got a Mystic Sister card. So, all right, let's see. What crystal would best serve Scorpio? Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. La 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 la. Eudialite. I probably said that wrong. Compassion. Compassion. This is it a water element or air element? Just give me a second here. It is a water element card. Compassion. Um, it's important that you practice compassion for the suffering of humanity at this time, to lend a hand if necessary. Okay, but if you need help, know that you will be taken care of. It's kind of very much in alignment with this card here. See, there's a guy here. I don't know if you can see him. He's hard to see because the angel is so bright. And then she's got her arms around him, the angel of compassion with her wings. And it's a similar energy to this. So if you need help, there is help for you. If people need help, you have the ability to give it to them. So very powerful compassion. And of course, it's most important you have compassion for yourself as well. You can't leave yourself out of the equation. All right. Whoo, that was intense, Scorpio. Well, you know, should probably do Scorpio first. Anyway, have yourself a beautiful month. You're a beautiful soul, so deep, so deeply feeling, often misunderstood. Um, very likes to keep it all close, for good reason. Um, it's time for you to shine that healing energy that you have. Take care. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you again in December. Namaste.